The Kardashians work harder than the devil, and their new projects just don't stop coming, so there's no surprise that after the outrage that was caused by Kim naming her new brand Kimono, she started working on another project, but she's actually going to jail. It's Jason, and stay with me to find out what's happened to Kim Kardashian. In April, Kim revealed that she's following in her father's footsteps and she's studying to become a lawyer. Apparently, she's been working on prison reform since 2018 and she decided to take part in a scholarship to get to know the system better. And while she still has a long way to go before she gets her title, she wants to show people that she's actually learned something. So Kim visited a prison, and soon her fans will be able to see her in action in a new documentary. The 2-hour-long documentary, Kim Kardashian West: The Justice Project, will follow Kim and the details of the trials and problems of changing the criminal justice system for the Americans who she believes have been wronged by the system. The documentary will show Kim's efforts while working on reform and will feature stories of inmates that she met. Kim's fans will get an exclusive look at her mission to make a difference in America and to deal with one of the most controversial topics in the country. There's not a day when Kim doesn't share details of her life with the world, but I would never have thought that she would get involved in something so serious. Recently, she teased the project that she's working on her Instagram, sharing photos that she took while shooting the footage for her documentary in the DC Central Detention Facility. She talked there about the Georgetown Prison Scholar Program, which offers access to higher education for the inmates. Kim said on Instagram that she'd met people with inspirational stories and she hoped that the viewers will have a chance to learn about the justice system the way she did. But Kim's support of prison reform hasn't started just so she can post some photos on social media. In recent years, she's been a vocal supporter of reform because she'd been affected by the stories of people in prison. She was so moved that she decided to use her platform and the millions of followers that she has and take action to help people behind bars. As an insider says, Kim decided to turn her life around for the cause, and she genuinely wanted to know and understand the legal system so that she could actually quote the law and be recognized for her knowledge, and not for the influence that comes from being Kim Kardashian. Wow, I had no idea that this side of Kim existed. So before Kim revealed in April that she's studying law, she'd already made headlines in 2018 when she helped Alice Marie Johnson to get her life sentence commuted by Donald Trump. Before Kim took interest in her case, Johnson had spent 21 years in prison. Kim had even met with the president multiple times to speak on behalf of inmates in hopes of them being granted a pardon, and Alice Marie Johnson was one of the cases. But that's not all, because apparently in May, she assisted in reducing life sentences for 17 inmates who were serving sentences for low-level drug crimes, and she did that in only 90 days. Besides that, Kim supports Lyft's rideshare program for former inmates who can get a job after they're released from prison. So maybe her name actually plays a role in helping these people? Or she just has being a lawyer in her blood after her father Robert Kardashian. People close to the family say that Kim learns all this legal stuff so fast that it's hard to even imagine. And apparently, Kim always wanted to be like her dad. She would often sneak into his office and read law books and look at the evidence from the O.J. Simpson case when she was little, and her sisters were looking at her like she was crazy. It's no surprise because normal kids read books for kids, and apparently Kim always talked about being close to her dad and hoping that he would be proud of her for studying law. Do you think that making her dad proud is also one of the reasons for her getting the degree? And does she really like beauty and fashion, or is this just a simple way to make money? But obviously, among the massive number of her followers, there has been a divide, and while her fans support Kim's law career, many people question her aspirations for becoming a lawyer, saying she's only exploiting the inmates and doing all that for her own benefit, and in fact, she doesn't care for these people at all. And that being friends with Donald Trump makes things even worse, and it's all just a PR move. But Kim answered saying that she's created her own lane and she's only pursuing her dreams and accomplishing new goals, as should everyone else. But what if they don't have the money and the privilege to do so, Kim? Do we have a real-life Annalise Keating in the making? Does Kim really want to help these inmates, or are people right and she does this for her own benefit? Let me know your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to our channel to become a part of the Curiosips family. See you.